This video goes over question number 5 on test 3 test review. So question number 5 deals with solving. So it says to solve each equation, show all work, and then make sure you verify your answers in the calculator. Alright, so for A, so we would start by adding 100 to both sides. So then that would cancel out, so we'd be left with 2x squared on the left hand side equals 100. So next we would divide both sides by 2. So x squared equals 50. And then we'll square root both sides. So x equals plus or minus the square root of 50. But the square root of 50 can be simplified. So 50 breaks down into 2 and 25. So x equals plus or minus 5 square roots of 2. So that would be our final answer for A. So let's take a look at B. So we would subtract 5 from both sides. So we'd end up with negative square root of 3g minus 9 equals negative 3. So we have a negative over here, so we're going to divide by negative 1. So then the square root of 3g minus 9 equals positive 3. We're going to square both sides to get rid of the radical. 3g minus 9 equals 9. We're going to add 9 to both sides. So then 3g equals 18. Divide both sides by 3, so g equals 6. Alright, so then if we go back and check that, 3 times 6 is 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. 5 minus the square root of 9, so 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2 equals 2, so we're good. Alright, so now let's take a look at letter C. So we're going to add 35 to both sides. So 2x cubed equals 397 plus 35, which equals 432. We're going to divide both sides by 2. So x cubed equals 216. We're going to take the cube root of both sides. So x equals 6. So even though our exponent, or our degree, is 3, that means we should have 3 answers, but we just want you to worry about the real value. So so your answer would just be 6. You don't have to worry about finding the imaginary ones. Alright, so let's check this. So 2 times 6 cubed, so 2 times 216 gives us 432. 432 minus 35 gives us 397. So 397 equals 397, so we're good. Alright, so let's look at letter D. So we have the cube root of 2c minus 1 equals 2. So to get rid of the cube root, we are going to cube both sides. So the cube root and the cube cancel, so we're left with 2c minus 1 on the left hand side. 2 cubed is 8. We're going to add 1 to both sides. So 2c equals 9. Divide both sides by 2, so c equals 9 halves. Alright, so let's check that. So 2 times 9 halves is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. The cube root of 8 is 2. So we're good. Alrighty, so let's take a look at letter E. So we have a to the 1/2 plus 9 equals 0. So a to the 1/2 is another way to write the square root of a. So the square root of a plus 9 equals 0. So we're going to subtract 9 from both sides. So the square root of a equals -9. This should be a red flag. We know that square roots cannot equal negative numbers. So this would be no solution. However, if you did not catch it at this point, then you would proceed to square both sides. So then a would equal 81. But when you went to go check this back out, you'd see that it doesn't work. So a to the 1/2, or the square root of a. So the square root of 81 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 does not equal 0. So even if you didn't catch it at this step, once you went back to check your solution, you see that your solution doesn't work. So you would get no solution. Alrighty, and lastly, let's take a look at F. So I changed the problem. The original problem was the square root of 2t minus 7 equals the square root of t plus 2 minus 5. If you were to solve the original problem on the study guide, it would be a whole lot of work just to find that it's no solution. So you'd have to square both sides twice. I don't know if y'all have been taught how to do that, so we're just gonna make the problem simpler. So when we have a square root on both sides, we just square both sides. So then the square root and the square cancel, so we're left with 2t minus 7 equals t plus 2. So we're going to subtract t from both sides and subtract 2 from both sides. Wait, no, we're not going to subtract 2 from both sides. We're going to add 7 to both sides. So then we get that t equals t equals 9. So 2t minus t gives us t. 2 plus 7 gives us 9. So t equals 9. So let's check this. So 2 times 9 is 18. 18 minus 7 is 11. So we have the square root of 11 over here on the left hand side. And then the square root of t plus 2. So 9 plus 2 is 11, so we have square root of 11 equals square root of 11, so we're good. Alright, so this concludes question number 5 on test 3 test review. Hope this helps, and good luck on your test.